Okay, I'm just going to be straight up here. I'm looking to poke the bear and ruffle some feathers because innovation is not about aligning with the status quo. It's all about questioning and challenging because we don't improve unless we agree that there is a problem that people are facing to solve. All right, let's dive in. For what feels like forever, at least 2 decades, the entire AEC industry has been stuck in this huge multi-billion-dollar argument. And you know what it's about? Words. It's about semantics. Today, we're cutting through all that noise. We're going to settle this once and for all. Okay, let's just start with this number, $15.8 billion. This is the number that should be keeping every single leader in the AEC world up at night. Seriously. So what is this number? Well, that's how much money our industry hemorrhages every single year. Why? Because we are told it's from bad data and systems that just don't talk to each other. And you know what? This whole mess is built on one big lie. A lie we've been told for 20 years. That the solution is just do BIM. It's not a data or information management problem. It is a lack of process integration and tech silos that's costing our industry every single year. It's this massive gaping hole in the boat. And for far too long, we've just been tolerating it. And this quote, this just nails it, doesn't it? The problem starts right here. When we can't tell the difference between the thing and what we do with the thing, the object and the action, that vague, fuzzy idea that BIM is a process is the real villain here. It's the root cause of all the confusion, the waste, and the contributing factor of that $15.8 billion leak. So how in the world did we get here? How did we get so lost? Well, to fix the mess, we first have to go back in history and understand exactly where things went wrong. Innovation begins with understanding the problem people are facing. So let's peel back the layers. You know, it all started out so clear and simple. Back in '74, you had Professor Chuck Eastman, the father of BIM. He described a digital thing, a noun, a building description system. Simple. Then, in 2001, Stanford's Center for Integrated Facility Engineering came along with Professor Martin Fisher and gave us the action, the verb, VDC, or Virtual Design and Construction. We had the methodology, the noun, and verb. SciFi also shared the POP model, the product, BIM, the organization, the people, and the process to take action on BIM. Doesn't that make sense, right? But then, around 2002, a software giant jumps in and basically says, let's just call everything BIM. And just like that, the marketing machine took over, won the war, and the technical clarity was completely lost in the fog. Now, why would they do that? You have to follow the money. This isn't just some accident. For some of the biggest players out there, keeping things vague, well, it's a pretty great business strategy. Let's just be real for a second. If you're a standards body like ISO, and you're pushing something like ISO 19650, or an organization like Building Smart, calling BIM an information management process is great for business. It creates a never-ending process and need for your compliance, certifications, your consultants, the whole framework. And hey, if you're a software giant, defining BIM as a process, that lets you sell an entire suite of products, an ecosystem that locks customers right into your world. This was never really about helping the industry progress. It's about protecting business models, and it's cost us decades. Oh yeah, and the subscription model keeps increasing while the products stagnate. Brilliant marketing. This is the result. This is the trap. We've wasted a quarter of a century arguing about how to share data and information, instead of focusing on integrating this new digital toolset into our business process to improve how we work. Technology has 3 goals. With BIM and VDC, it's about visualizing the work to improve communication of the people. which enhances collaboration of the people, which then drives faster and better, earlier informed decisions to improve delivery by the people. We brought their agendas hook, line, and sinker and walked right into a mess of confusion and waste. The result: we have a growing number of BIM and VDC roles within organizations which are siloed from operations. They're technicians, double clickers, not integrators. And the new trend, catch this, BIM is something we buy from a consultant. Oh yeah, let's just bake that into the cost of work and push it downstream, meaning pushing risk downstream, because that's how our industry operates. The confusion worked. Keep them stuck while technology and consultants make more money. Does your business get better? Not really, because BIM is a checkbox. So this trap, it's not just some abstract idea. And we wonder why business leaders still don't understand the value of BIM and VDC for their own people. As a construction firm, do your estimators use the model as part of their daily work? Same question for scheduler, PM, PE, project engineer, superintendent, project executive. I don't mean modeling. I mean implementing VDC with the BIM to drive decisions. If the answer is no, then it just validates my point. It's a real-world symptom, a disease really. It's time we gave this industry-wide illness a name. So let's call it the BINO syndrome. That's B-I-N-O, BIM in name only. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's when a firm creates this gorgeous, expensive 3D or 4D model just to check a box. It looks incredible in a client pitch, but for the superintendent in the field, it's totally useless. It's a high-tech ghost town or Hollywood BIM. A pretty picture with zero valuable data inside. And just for the record, I didn't make this acronym up. It was popularized in the early 2000s. I mean, look at this. You've seen it on pretty much every project, or maybe even on a job site fence, haven't you? This is the poster child of BINO. It looks like a building, sure. It does serve a single purpose of design intent to drive a singular decision, sure. But can you schedule it from it? Nope. Can you pull costs from it? Nope. Can you actually build from it? No way, homie. Riddle me this. Is this Hollywood BIM as a process or a thing? All right, I need to take a sidestep here for a few moments, as it's part of taking our language back. We are absolutely swimming in acronyms, right? We talk about 3D for design, 4D for time, 5D for cost, VDC, BIM. We thought we were speaking the language of the future, but what if we were just making a bunch of noise? Today, we're going to figure out how to cut through all that jargon and start speaking one language that leadership always understands, the language of value. Words matter. We pour money into these incredible technologies, but the second we try to explain why they're so great, we just hit a brick wall. Have you ever been there? You're in a meeting. You're generally pumped to show off your 4D animation, and you just see the eyes across the table glaze over. There's a reason for that, and it's costing us a whole lot more than we realize. This right here, this nails it. We have accidentally trained our leaders to ignore us. We've turned those powerful concepts into buzzwords. So when they hear 4D or 5D, they don't hear innovation or efficiency. They hear tech demos and more spending. They hear complexity, and they just tune out before we can even get to the good part, the actual business case, the value to our people to deliver performance.
Well, that's all you get for now. If you want to learn how to get unstuck with actionable methods to transition from a technician or double clicker to an operational integrator to deliver value, then join my free Unstuck ecosystem. This week, the action plan is not just for the BIM and VDC technicians, but ways project leaders can learn and take action to integrate digital transformation into operations using a simple 3-question audit at project meetings. At OpEx 5, we help people and organizations through integrating operational excellence, knowledge management, and digital transformation to achieve flow. I spent 3 decades learning the hard way, so you don't have to. It's time to be the change our industry needs and reclaim our definitions. Click the link below and let's get you unstuck.